Hi, welcome. In this video, we're going to be learning about images in HTML. We're going to look at the different ways of adding images to our HTML documents, how to resize these images. We're going to look at aspect ratios and also the responsiveness of our images. Let's dive in. I have my code editor opened here. I already have the boilerplate code generated. I named my document as images. This is the title here, which basically refers to the name of the document, and it appears at the top of our browser. Check my other course where I actually talked about head, the tags, and their different rows in HTML. So to add images to our document, we simply use the image tag or the image element. So this, after typing img, I will see that on our screen that the there's an auto suggestion that came up. Just type tab or enter to get the full code populated on the code editor, in the code editor. So this image tag has two attributes: the src, which stands for source, and the alt tag, which stands for the alternative. The src attributes is used to specify the path where our image is located in our folder or the directory, and the alt attributes stands for an alternative. This is used to tell the browser, this is used to display on the browser the name of the image when the image is not loading fast or the path that has been specified in the document was wrong. So let's take a look at how this works. So in my directory here, I have the image document here, the HTML image document, and I have an image downloaded from Unsplash. You can get that from unsplash.com. So let's add in some HTML, some images to our document. To do that, you type dot. So we want to specify the path. So this dot means the current path, the current directory, the current folder where this document is sitting in. Then followed by /. Then after the /, this will show you the different, you can see the auto suggestion here. This will show you the different files sitting in this directory currently. If we take a look, we can see we have the description, we have the image, and we have the HTML document. So /, and what do we want to put in here? This image. So you can go down the image and press enter, or you just click on the file that you want. So let's save this and go to our page. So we come back here. Now we can see the page itself is currently blank, so there's nothing showing on the page. Let's refresh. Now the image is now on our page. We've successfully added our image on this web page, but we can see that the image is not quite visible to us. It is taking the entire page. You can see we have to scroll around to actually see the different parts of this image, but this is not what we want. This is not what we want our users to experience on our website. So to make this work, we use the width and height attributes to resize our image so that we can actually see it in full. So let's go back to our code editor here and let's add in. Okay, so before we continue, let me talk about the alt attributes quickly. So I said some minutes ago that the alt attribute is used to specify the kind of image that is used. Basically, a general convention is to put the name of the image there. So let me add in flowers. So flowers is the name of the image. So in case this image is not loading fast, or in the case where this path to this image had been wrongly specified, let me put slash, or this is a wrong name for this image. There's no image called that has this name in our folder right now, because I just changed the name of the image. We will see that these alt attributes will now help us. Let's assume we are the user of this website, we are not the developer. So this alt attribute to specify the kind of image, the name of the image that was used here. So let's refresh the page. Now we can see that it was flowers, and it's showing with this little icon, just trying to tell the user that there is an image here, but the image is not loading right now. So let's go back to our code editor and let's try to resize our image. Let's add in the width. Let's put in 300, and the height, let's make the height 200. Now the unit of measure of this width and height attribute is in pixels, so just remember that. Let's refresh. Now we can see our image is now more visible into our viewport. We can see the image clearly, but still it is quite big, so you can actually adjust it to the taste, to your own taste. But mind you, when making these adjustments, there's something that may happen. So let's take a look. Let's say the height here is 100 pixel, for instance, and let's make this width here 350. So let's go back and refresh. Now we can see that the image looks squashed. It is stretched. Sorry, the image looks stretched. This is where aspect ratio comes in play. Aspect ratio basically refers to the how the image is squashed or stretched on our page. So we have to be mindful of the kind of dimensions we use to resize our images on our websites. So there is a better way to do this, to create this user-friendly, visual on our page. So let's go back to, so we just looked at aspect ratios in HTML. So which basically, let me make the image smaller here. Let me put in the width to be 200 and the height should be 100. Let's go back to our page here and refresh. We can see it is more visible and more, portable. It is more visible and gives the user a good experience. So last but not least, which is the responsiveness. To make our image responsive, we can't just rely on the HTML attributes. We need to use other methods, and that is where CSS comes in play. But to do this, I'll just write this is just for demonstration purposes. We can also use this, we can also learn from this actually, but I'll be starting the CSS course after the HTML one is done. So let's take a look at how to do that. So to do that, we put in the style attributes here. Before I go into the style attributes, let's do it in the in this tag itself inside the body. So we can add CSS to our HTML tags. So to do that, we type the style attributes, and let's say the max width here is, you can see there are many suggestions here: fit content, mask content, but I'll use 100% so that I'm sure that I'm actually making my image to fit the the page. We can now see that the image is sitting right inside our web page, our page here. If I try to resize this image here, you can see it's still fitting the content. It's growing with the content. It's fitting the content. It's taking the maximum viewport, which is what I specified when I said max width in this place 100%. Max width 100%. I was going to show you how to put in the style, your CSS in the head, but I'm not going to do that today. So this is how we make our image responsive as well. Thanks for watching.